it says this meeting is live streaming, but I don't see it yet.
Monday.
Glad it's not Sunday. Yeah.
Monday.
This is our Magic Monday. I'm not one for singing, and I don't know the words.
I just heard mock myself again.
There's an echo between timelines. What is happening?
I think I heard all pretty. Just another Magic Monday. And she goes, yes, another Magic Monday. Mocks me.
Oh my God, that's so funny. So funny. So I'm assuming we are live. I see us live. I'm not even assuming. So when you tune in, I have you on my phone. Maybe I can see your comments. So say hello, say where you're tuning in from. Today is a high vibe day. You know why?
Because it's Magic Monday?
Yeah, and I declared it to be. I decide what kind of vibe today has and every day has and all of that good stuff. We decide.
You decide.
That's right. That's right.
So good to see you all on this Magic Monday. And we just came out of over Saturday. We had 185 people choose to spend Saturday with us. There's about 50 people live and so many of you that caught the replay who came to our Higher Purpose masterclass. And we're going to share some fun insights of what we went over and what kind of amazing magic can take place in a short amount of time when we are in high frequency and aligned with our higher purpose.
I want to say hi to a few people. Hey, Gloria. Hey, Anna. I see there's 5 people watching, but I can only see 2 of you. So say hello. We're so glad you're here. Super glad you're here. And yeah, we had so much fun Saturday. It was, I just absolutely love doing those master classes and getting to work with you, Megan, of course. So that's such a bonus to be able to bounce off of each other.
It is a bonus to be able to work with me. Yeah, and also you are a pleasure to work with.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We were just talking this morning and we shared that we talked about our Walking Between Worlds program on Saturday and the amazing, some of the amazing results that our clients got. And we were just talking about this morning of like, you know, we do this like in 90 days, in 3 months, 12 weeks. And the amazing results that are possible, like you said, when you have you bring your energy, your frequency, and you focus it on for those 3 months. Mm-hmm. And the bottom line is those 3 months are going to pass regardless. Like you're going to live the next 3 months. We start in August, September, October. Those 3 months are going to happen, whether you choose to focus your frequency, focus your vital force, your life energy on your soul purpose project and your higher purpose theme.
Yeah. And when you said that right before we push play, the time is going to pass anyway. And I really wish I would have started living by that a little bit earlier. You know, I used to think of like, oh, well, eventually, or I wouldn't even start something because it seemed like it was going to take so long. And then come to find out, who knew? That's fast anyway. And I didn't do the thing that I wanted to do. And it's like, what a huge difference when you commit to living in a higher purpose in an elevated frequency. Now, here's where I think just about anybody runs into an issue is being able to maintain the higher frequency all on your own, especially if you are in the realm of, you know, maybe your family doesn't see eye to eye, right? They aren't practicing living in high frequency. I mean, we literally set the tone in our home every single day. Like what Michelle just said, she declared it was a great and magical day, right? Like I'm in a family where we can talk about it. What are we creating today? Let's smudge. Let's, choose our avatar for today, right? Like who are we being today? I'm a badass CEO, or I'm a Zen Buddha. Like what are we choosing each and every day? And when we're always choosing an elevated frequency, and you stay on that for a condensed amount of time, magic happens. And it is literally why Sophia Mystery School exists. It is literally why we live in our dream homes. It is literally why our lives look so, I think they look so fantastic. I don't show up enough on Facebook to show how fantastic it is, I don't think. Or Instagram. Look how fantastic it is. But trust us, it's amazing. And it's because we can maintain the frequency as opposed to showing up for a Magic Monday, feeling really good. And then by Magic Monday evening, it's just Monday evening and you're back in the matrix, right? Back in the matrix programming.
Yeah, for sure. It takes, the matrix programming is so strong. And I even had an experience with my husband over the weekend, right? Where the matrix programming came on so strong. And the benefit is that I took care of myself, right? Like, and I rose above, I took a higher perspective. Like we live this, right? When I get online and I'm talking higher perspective, when we're talking living your highest purpose, and we shared that my theme is the unification of the masculine and feminine. And Todd and I had an experience, and I got into my matrix programming, and I chose to react instead of be committed in that discomfort, right? To be committed in that discomfort. And a whole day went by. 24 hours, right? By this morning, I was looking, going, okay, what played out and how did I benefit, right? Like, how did that work for me? Because on some level, we create every drama we create, every problem we create, every benefit we create, we are benefiting from it. Every joyful experience, there is a benefit to our soul. And this is what we do for each other. And we've been doing this long enough that I could do it for myself and go, oh, and have this profound awakening of going, wow, I played out my whole programming and now I recommit, I see what I did. And this is what we do for you and I do it for each other. And this is what we do for our clients, because when you bring that focused attention in for 12 weeks, all the shit comes up, right? All of the shit comes up. My phone fell over. I have it up so I can watch for comments. I was like, oh, all my shit comes up. When you make a declaration, I am creating this in 90 days. And what's funny is on Friday, I made a declaration that Todd feeling safe in our relationship, right? And so within 48 hours, we had this whole thing come up where I had the opportunity to be a safe place, but instead I reacted from my programming. And now only 24 hours later, I'm going, oh, right? Now what?
The trick is that it was 24 hours. Majority of people do not repair in 24 hours. And sometimes it is, then we want to get to repair in the same day. And then we want to be able to repair within the same hour. Now, most people aren't, and they could be repair in your relationship. It could be repair with yourself. Like, did you just have a really challenging experience? Well, do you stay in that for a week? Do you stay in that for days? Do you go into ruminating and now you're thinking about something that happened 3 weeks ago? How quickly can you move back into awareness and consciousness and choose your frequency? Most people, it's not 24 hours, right? Can you imagine if you're in a container that supports you moving into the frequency in a higher purpose every single day for 3 months? magic happens. And that's exactly what happened for people in Walking Between Worlds the first time around. That's why they completed soul purpose projects. That's why they had miraculous outcomes.
Healings and healings too.
Yes.
Right? Because that's it. Those conditions come up that would cause us to stop, cause us to give up, cause us to retreat. Right. And then with our support, we go, oh, because we're used to looking at it from a higher perspective and go, oh, we see this is what's playing out for you. Right. And that, we talked about one of our clients who her soul purpose project totally transformed, right? Her soul purpose project went from making $30,000 in her business to actually embracing her life and embracing joy and allowing herself to be supported instead of proving herself. And then $30,000 came in a whole nother way. She received that $30,000. She didn't have to grind for it. She didn't have to fight for it. Her sole purpose was to, right, embody her joy, embody her self-worth, whereas her original soul purpose was really proving herself.
Right, right. And so that's how we know that it was an ego goal and not a soul purpose. Now, most people don't know that. That's where most people are living, is from an ego driven and not egotistical, ego as in, oh, well, I want to feel worthy. So what will make me feel worthy, right? As opposed to, oh, I want to expand. Right. And so that's why being in Walking Between Worlds with us, where you get that coaching, that mentorship in the community, is so exciting. And we're going to have Tori put the link to book a call with us. We're taking calls this week to see if you are a great fit for this, and for you to see if you're a great fit for Walking Between Worlds Ascension. That will be in the comments. You can choose either to book with Michelle or with me. Just find a time that fits best for you.
Yeah, for sure. And I want to talk a little bit about, they're going to learn what their theme is, right? And so that, because when you're aligned with your theme and you're living from your theme, then like we shared on Saturday, like we shared on Saturday, when you're living from that theme and you're living from that frequency, everything else flows, right? Everything else flows. And it's so incredible to see how people choose their soul purpose project. And in becoming, that's what happens in the 3 months. You become the person that resonates with that result. Becoming that person, right? And then the result flows. So it is, what does Sunny say? Doing the inner work is a job that I have been having some challenge finding the way to receive financial stability in doing. Yes. So financial stability comes from living in that frequency, living your theme and becoming that person.
And I think that you can do it through play instead of it being challenging work. Yeah. And that's really what we get to dive into with Walking Between Worlds Ascension, is how do we bring fun and pleasure and play into this evolution, right? It doesn't have to be all this dark, heavy work. Instead, it can be really exciting and really fun, right? Even just the perspective that Michelle had where, she was being invited in to practice unification between the feminine and the masculine, right? She didn't go into, this is happening for me and I got to work through all this again. And instead it was, it was an invitation. It was an opportunity. Here, my prayer was literally answered, right? And now she is probably more aware Oh yeah, now next time that happens, this is how I can show up. And it doesn't have to be this long drawn out, it doesn't have to be an argument. There doesn't have to be guilt. There doesn't have to be, what did I miss here? I really need to do the inner work. How could this show up after all the work that I've already done? Instead, it could be loving and accepting herself and moving into play with it. Oh, that was an opportunity. That was an invitation. It wasn't a lesson. It was an invitation.
Yes, yes. And our experience provided me with so much insight into myself. I was like, oh, that is a program that I have been living in this matrix. And my desire is to live outside of programs, live above the programs, live from the light and potential. So everything that shows up, that's what happens. What shows up for you in these 12 weeks in Walking Between Worlds Ascension is what wants to be healed, what wants to be released, right? So our invitation is to book a call with one of us, whoever the calendar works for, and, to ask questions. Let's discover if, what your soul purpose project could be. You can ask questions. We can discover what can happen. We don't know, here's one thing we know: by the end of the 12 weeks, you will be transformed. You will experience profound healing during this time, because that's how the container is set up. When you make this kind of commitment, when you make the declaration, everything that gets to be healed so that you can become a resonant match to that soul purpose and living your soul theme is going to come up. And you've got both of us, right? You've got both of us who live this every day to support you in moving through those experiences. So we invite you to book a call. You don't have to be certain that you want to come in. Come in with curiosity, come in with an open mind and an open heart to the potential of and possibility.
Totally.
Because, yeah, me too. I have to say one more thing, because the 3 months are going to pass one way or the other. Do you want to be completely transformed by the end of October? Or do you want to be struggling and striving for the same thing and still not being able to see what is actually getting in your way? Choice. And this is a choice point right here. Bam, choice point. Choice point.
And we're so excited to talk to those of you who are booking a call with us this week.
Yes, look forward to seeing you. Happy Magic Monday. Bye for now, everyone.